About 5 minutes remaining before we start the actual event, so hold on, folks. Hey everybody, what's cooking? About 2 minutes left, and for now we have 55 registrations waiting, and it's gonna be a long day. So hopefully you're doing well. If there's anyone on chat right now, please say hi, hello, how are you, and how you doing? Let me know where you're from. Let me know if my mic is actually coming out clear. So yeah, once again, we are playing with Cynthia's Garchomp EX, and yes, I have no plans of changing decks yet. Great Ball League in the Philippines has started. I believe the first one that happened was with Green Gate Hobbies at Quezon City. So people are now gearing up for that before we actually get into the Mega Evolution season. So yeah, hopefully we managed to win this event. We are gunning for a top 8 finish at the very least. Give us a little bit more wiggle room in the ladder. I mean, MOSCO Masters overall rankings. So if you're unaware, MOSCO Masters runs this event. We have 16 tournaments to fight for a spot at their Tournament of Champions, which I believe the grand prize will be 5,000 Philippine pesos store credit for their store. And time is up. Hopefully we get paired with a nice matchup. There, I am fighting Joshua, and we are fighting against a pure Snowrut Frostlass deck. There we go. We are fighting against Shrooey. There you go, challenge friend, and we are transitioning to our game screen. Hopefully you don't hear any of the background music. I've recently upgraded mics. And yeah, hopefully you can see, we can hear, you just hear my voice. I've also added a bit of equalizer and everything just to see if my mic comes across better than before. So I am calling heads or tails. And I have chosen tails, and we are picking second. So we are not going first. So we are fighting against a Frostlass deck, Glaceon Frostlass deck, which is a strange pick in all honesty. I don't believe I need Reller at the moment. We could have had a better hand, but that's how it goes. Let's check what Glaceon does. I am not familiar with this evolution. Ooh, so I will need Reller because Frost Bullet deals 30 damage to my bench. So it will be difficult to get past that kind of damage. And we are not starting out great, folks. We are likely going to lose the Reller later. So let's just do Rock Hurl for now. And hopefully he hasn't pulled any of his key cards. But he started out strong with a Buddy Buddy Poffin. And we are actually on the back foot now. So Prof's research just increases his odds of getting his best cards by 7 cards. So there's the Glaceon. We will lose the Gibble. And we will lose the Frostlass. We are pretty much GG here if things don't get better. Hopefully he doesn't pull the energy he needs. And we have a turn at the very least. And we do have a turn. We do have a turn. Which is perfect. Yes, and Iono will do us wonders. So let's Gabite. And we will Champion's Call. We will get a backup Gibble. Let's put energy there, and hopefully let's get a TM Evo. Ooh. That is perfect. We are going to survive a couple more turns, provided we do not get knocked out. So I can rare candy retreat. So we will just Dragon Slice 440 for 70, so that brings him down to 110. At the moment, the Gabite, it will survive for sure. Well, probably not, with 2 Frostlass in the bench. And there's the Crispin for the energy. This is a unique deck, I'm actually surprised. We will be able to knock out the Glaceon via Garchomp Draconic Buster later. Yes, sadly, we will not have enough damage to deal with it. So yeah, we will lose the Reller, sadly. He will very likely Frost Bullet for 110 and knock out our Reller. There's the backup Glaceon. And hopefully he does not pull more energies. I've seen 3 energies out, he has 10. So the Gabite will survive, which is good. So right now we have a potential of 140, 170 damage from our Spiritomb there, which is good. We will Champion's Call, or I believe the better option would be another Garchomp, sadly. Let's go Rush all in. We will deal 170. That should be enough to knock out the Glaceon. So we are managing to dig our way out of this. Let's retreat and deal 200 damage. I forgot about the bonus from the Roserade, so that knocks it out. And then later we can potentially take a knockout on the backup Glaceon via Draconic Buster. Provided he doesn't kill or knock out, sorry, don't unmonetize me, YouTube, don't penalize me. So provided he doesn't knock out our Roserade. So right now we are still doing pretty good. We are likely going to face a Mind Bend. Ooh. He is hurting my my Roserade. I will be able to knock out the Dory despite the situation, because he has 3 Frostlass and it will deal massive amounts of damage. I will lose my Roserade, sadly. So let's just ready this. We will draw a fresh hand either way, so that's good. And luckily we got Boss and Power Weight, but the Roserade will be knocked out. And he has no way to move damage, so that's good. So that brings down the Spiritomb's damage back down to 140, sadly. But luckily we have Power Weight and we have Arvin, so we can super odd our losses. I could power weight onto the Spiritomb. I put his Stadium in, but he doesn't have a Stadium on his deck. So this will hurt us. Ooh, I can boss the Glaceon at the moment. And I will just Corkscrew Drive. I think it might be best to set up double Roselia again. Oh, Turo scenario will be spicy. But I have to boss his orders and deal as much damage to the Glaceon. He can potentially knock out the Spiritomb, which is sad. So I don't want a Draconic Buster now, because the backup Garchomp is actually wounded. We can always replenish later. I'm giving him an additional target because his Euclase won't be able to knock out the Garchomp. He needs to use Frost Bullet. And that Garchomp will take 110, bring it down to 220. Okay, so we will lose the Spiritomb. Potentially. Yes, we will lose the Spiritomb. That is fine by me. So his Monkey Dory will take 60 damage. And I have to attach the energy on this Garchomp and Draconic Buster. So this is all good. I believe Super Rod might be a better choice, and Power Weight just to increase our survivability. Sorry about that. And let's Super Rod. Let's recover all of our Cynthia's Pokemon. We don't need the Reller at this point. We are at a massive advantage. Oh crap! I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have attached the energy. I made a mistake. I forgot the wording for Draconic Busters: discard all energy, and that was a stupid mistake. But we are at a huge advantage at the moment. I don't see him being able to catch up at this point. He does not have any EVs on the board, and his only threats are the Glaceons. The Frostlass at this point is actually hurting him more. So he has Professor's Research. And he can swing 30 damage to me. Probably at my 140 damage Garchomp. So he has no more EVs in the deck based off of the Puffin. Probably one of the EVs is prized. I don't see any recovery items aside from Night Stretcher. And I believe he's used none. No, he's used one. And Freezing Shroud will do another 30 to the Monkey Dory. But we do have the energy to actually just win this right now. I don't need to trolley. I don't want to delay. And we are swinging for the victory. Oh, luckily I did not rely on the Reller. The Rabsco was prize. I did not have opportunity surprise check. Okay, we are starting off good. Hopefully this continues. I would like to be top 8 on stream for once. Oh, I did not collect this. There you go. I'll take the Sporter. But yeah. Let's see if I can actually bring up the meta report. So we are taking our round 1 victory, and let's check the meta. So 10 out of 24 matches have already completed. Let's see if we can pop up the dashboard, and there you go. So let's check the metagame. So at the moment, we have 8 Dragapult Dusknoirs active, 5 Raging Bolts, 4 Enzoroark, 3 Grims, 3 Joldengos, 3 Conkeldurs, 1 Charizard Pidgeot, 1 United Wings, another unique pick, 1 Cerulege, I don't want to fight that, 1 Gardy Jelly, 1 Yanmega, oh no, that's going to be a problem for me, 1 Flareon Noctowl, 1 Dragazard, 1 Terrabox, 1 Frostlass Monkey, which we have defeated, so we will not be paired with this guy again, 1 Tyranitar, 1 Dengo, 1 Joltik Box, me, 1 Ho-Oh Armarouge, 1 Copperajah. Ooh, I can try to get a revenge match here. 1 Charizard Dusknoir, 1 Dragapult, 1 Gardy, 1 Zard Greninja, 1 Typhlosion, and 1 Crustle. Hopefully we don't get matched up with the Crustle. There's only 1 Typhlosion and 1 Flareon that can win via type advantage, but the Gardies will be able to bypass the Crustle, so I don't want to fight that, at least. So there's a lot of unique decks today. Enzoroark is actually popular here in the Philippines. I managed to fight 2 during the PBL, so this is not surprising for me at all. It is falling off in other events that I have played, mainly the Oceanic Tournament Series, so it's fresh to see this here, at least. And Joldengo is outpopulating the pure Dengos today. I believe in my Oceanic Tournament Series game last Sunday, there was a huge population of pure Dengos. So Conkeldurr is getting a lot of mileage locally, I believe. That's 3 Conkeldurr players today. Zard Pidgeot 1. So again, this is a unique meta. Most of the decks, aside from the meta decks, are just one-offs. So, like 1 United Wings, 1 Cerulege. Gardy Jelly is relatively meta, so that's not surprising. Yanmega is. Flareon Noctowl's always been there. Dragazard's always been there. Terrabox's always been there. The population is just a bit low for my experience. Typically, there are around 2 to 3 for each of these variants. Frostlass Monkey is unique. Well, at least his variant. Tyranitar is unique. I did manage to fight against a Tyranitar in a webcam match at the, what do you call that? Midnight PTCG PH webcam matches, so I should be prepared there. Dengo is one of the tougher matchups that I do not want to fight against, mainly because of its burst damage. So this is a race to whoever manages to build their main attacker first. Joltik Box is going to be a good matchup for us, mainly because of type advantage. Ho-Oh Armarouge, at the moment I think I have not won against Ho-Oh Armarouge on stream, but this is a fun matchup for me. It's again a tactical, visceral matchup. Copperajah is a very, very unique choice. I have been beaten by this deck, by this player on stream, so I kind of want to get a revenge match going. We are doing well against Zardnoir, Dragapult. Gardy is a skill matchup, so that is something I'd like to avoid. I don't want to waste brain cells today. Zard Ninja is unique, in all honesty, so I will have to dedicate a slot for Reller here. And then Ethan's Typhlosion is a skill matchup. We do have the advantage here if we manage to pull out 3 of our Roserades early. And then Crustle's just, I don't want to fight Crustle. I don't want to talk about that. So yeah. There are 10 minutes remaining. I will be muting my mic and turning off this screen. And we will go to our waiting screen. And I'll just set the time. Scripts. And 10 minutes. Reset timer. And there you go. 10 minutes to go. And I will be taking a short break. Twenty-four 23 out of the 24 matches have completed, so we will be on standby. 6 minutes remaining before the next round, but I believe we will be able to finish early, ideally. Schedule-wise, we do have 5 rounds listed for now. I will wait until the end of the event, because one of my streams I actually could have probably hit top 8 had I not retired early. So far there's 2 decks waiting, one table waiting. It is the Conkeldurr Zoroark matchup. Ooh, Bourbon is in on fire today. He has won his round one matchup, and I'm guessing he is the lone, yes, the lone Grim player. And he managed to win against the Ho-Oh Armorouge, so we are unlikely going to face that in the next round. So let's check our potential opponents. Potentially we can face Grim, Dragapult Dusknoir, Charizard Pidgeot. Let's see the rest. Another Zardnoir, Terabox, Bolt, and big pool today. So we could fight a lot of Pult Noirs. Typhlosion is leading. Conkeldurr. Oh, Dengo. I do not want to fight the Dengo. But it will be fun to watch. Well, fun to play against. I do need practice against that matchup. Oh, surprisingly, we are at the bottom table, so we are table 22. So a lot of potential Dusknoir, Dragapult Dusknoirs, Guardy, Zoroark, Cerulege. I do not want to fight the Cerulege. Dragapult Dusknoir, Guardy Jelly, Joldengo. That's going to be good. Dragapult Dusknoir, Zoroark, Conkeldurr. So there's a lot of potential Conkeldurr matchups. 3 minutes remaining until the next round. Please say hi, folks. I'm getting a bit lonely here. I'd like a little bit more interaction. Oh man, why'd you have to go away? Did I scare you? It's fine. Two minutes and 30 seconds and counting. One minute 39 match has not yet finished. So this may result in, oh, there it is. We finally get a victor, and it is the Zoroark. So all three Zoroarks, I believe, have won their matches. Let's see if the standings have been updated. Not yet. One minute before the next matches are paired. So we will shift to game view. 50 seconds. Hopefully we do get top 8 result. I'd like to participate in their Tournament of Masters. This is tournament number 6. 10 more events remain in the series. So I feel like a Formula 1 driver. We do want to get a title in our belt one day. And matches should be paired. Timeout has been called. There you go. We are fighting against Lester. We are checking in. And we are matched up against Dragapult Dusknoir. So if we don't break, we actually have a good matchup here, provided our opponent does not get a great matchup. So this is one of the relatively balanced matchups. I built this deck mainly to hunt these meta decks, mainly the Dragazard, Dragapult, Guardy still, under the table. That depends heavily on luck. There. We have been challenged. Our opponent is calling the flip. So for his deck, it looks like a standard Dragapult Dusknoir. I do not want to go first. Hopefully we do get our payoffs early. Breaking would be a death sentence. And this is relatively perfect. We don't have the Arbin or an energy, but at least this would work. Ooh, our opponent has mulliganed. So we do have one more shot at another card. If it's an Arbin or a... they call that? Energy, we are good. Ideally Arbin. So we will draw one. Rare Candy is also favorable. We just still need that energy. So pretty standard opening. Nest Ball for Duskull and a Dreepy on the bench. We are potentially not going to be able to use the Rare Candy thanks to the Badu. So I believe we do have to get one Gibble, double Roselia, Reller, and I'm not sure if we need Badu right now. I think we can keep that open. Yes. We will not be able to use our items. So let's just see. Let's go for a triple Gibble. We should be able to go for double Roselia. And if we do get our energy, we will be able to knock out our opponent's Badu with Rock Hurl. So we see the Rare Candy. There is the Dragapult. If he has a Neo Upper Energy, we are cooked. We are pretty much cooked. We did not get the ideal start. He has the ideal start. So we will lose the Reller, sadly, and the Gibble up front. Oh, so we will lose 2 Gibbles. If we get a boss, we should slow things down. And that is just sad. We did not pull our energies. This was a relatively favored matchup. Not necessarily favored, but a balanced matchup too. A triple prize turn is just brutal. Spiritomb will not do us any good. We will go for the Gabite. Let's see what we can call on. Let's call on this guy. We don't have any more Gibbles in play. We are pretty much cooked. At the very least, he is only going to get one prize this turn unless he manages to pull out another Dusknoir. What we really need still is the energy. Terribly bad start. Our opponent was heavily favored. This is the difficult things about best of one matches. You know, if you just steamroll at the start, you are steamrolled. So sadly, we will lose the Garchomp. We can slow things down though. We can slow things a little bit down. We do get the energy. He has 2 prizes remaining. We just need 1 energy in order to actually fight back. We lost the Spiritomb. So he can retreat, and we will lose the Roserade. If he bosses our Gabite, we are just cooked. We are cooked. He got everything he needed. We did not get any of our things, man. That was just a brutal 5 minutes. So we are taking another break. I think another meta report is too early. And we will set for 22 minutes. Oh, that is why I have been placed at the very top right now. So we are fighting the good players. 20 out of 24 matches have been completed with 12 minutes remaining in the round. Let's check our potential matchups. For 1-1, we can potentially fight another Dragon Ball Dusk Noir, a Terrabox, an Enzoroark, another Enzoroark, and a Conkeldurr. Let's see the rest. Next group of 1-1s that I can see. So we can potentially fight 2 Conkeldurrs, 2 Dragapult Dusk Noirs, a Dragazard, a Charizard Pidgeot, a Guardy, and all 3 Conkeldurrs apparently. There are still some tables still awaiting results, so those may change. Let's check. So for table 4, we can potentially either fight a Joldengo or a Raging Bolt. And then for table 11, we can potentially fight either another Raging Bolt or another Enzoroark. So based on table 11, we can potentially either fight all 3 Zoroarks or all 3 Raging Bolts. No, sorry. There are 5 Raging Bolts, so there are 3 in our range at the moment. I will be muting my mic while we wait. 6 minutes and a half remaining with 22 out of 24 matches completed. So let's check the standings, the pairings, sorry. So the Raging Bolt at table 4 has lost. And the Zoroark has also lost on table 11. So we can potentially fight one out of the 3 Zoroarks, because those are within our range. There are some pair downs that may occur, so we can potentially fight, I think I've already mentioned, a Joldengo. That would be a fun match, provided we don't break. Flareon Noctowl, hopefully we don't fight that, mainly because they have Sylveon. And Sylveon, we will be at a disadvantage if he has it early. So another Bolt Ogerpon could potentially get paired up. And let's see, 3 more tables. And we do have a bye. So at the very least, the Crustle will not be in our range. Hopefully we don't get a bye. I want to have more content filmed for the stream, so yeah. Four and a half more minutes remaining before round 3 gets paired. Let's check the schedule. There are still only a projection of 5 rounds. Hopefully we don't lose again. I'd like to get to the top 8 standings. So we did lose. So potentially we will get dropped to the teens range. There's actually 47 only. There are only 47 players today. All 51 registrants have not been able to check in, for lack of a better word. I'm surprised Conkeldurr is getting popular. It is a very good single prize deck, I have to admit. Though some decks have splashed EXs. Ideally, we don't break. I don't want to break. The previous game was not a break, but my opponent just had all the cards that he needed. It was terrible for me. One more table remaining before the next round. I honestly don't know how MOSCO actually scores these events, because last event I should have had 5 points added, so I should be higher in their tiers if I am correct. Yeah, let's check their Tournament of Champions rankings. So my score from last week has not reflected yet. Oh no, this is season 1. I want season 3. There we go. Rankings. Yeah, my last match was not recorded, I believe. Maybe I could have. I think I see Top 100 is 5 points. I only made... Yeah, I was top 22, so I did not get the full value. If I did top 20, I could have actually scored 15 points for that previous matchup. So all matches have been completed. There is 1 minute remaining before the next round, and hopefully we get a good matchup and we don't break and our opponent doesn't steamroll us. That's a lot to wish for, but you gotta be specific in your wishes. I did. Technically, it was a slight break. I did not get energies or the Arbin, which was crucial. I may make some tweaks to this deck, but I don't think I have the real cards to actually make it viable. My tweaks would be reducing my power weight count by 1 and adding 1 more, the TM Evo, which would give me 3/3 TM Evo and power rates, just to hopefully increase the odds of naturally drawing the TM Evo. But it does reduce my survivability a bit. But I think that may be a fine sacrifice to make. A friend of mine, John Artem, has actually also suggested replacing the Badu with an Ethan's Pichu, which should be able to help me get out of Badu locks should I have it. Because I would be able to draw 1 card and knock out the Badu if I had Ethan's Pichu in its place. So let's just see, refresh the table, time out for 10 seconds. Ideally, we should be paired soon. Hello, viewer number 4, please say hi. I am a bit lonely. I don't have my camera on at the moment because I still don't have my own room. It sucks being a streamer with no room. Like, I have my wife's room and my kids' room. I don't have my own room. And please let me know if the mic is coming across clearly. Like I said, I did make adjustments. If it gets a bit too loud, please let me know. I don't want to, pop your ears out. So round 3 is ready. We are fighting against Michael, who is running Joldengo. So we do have a favored matchup here. I will switch to our game screen. So send the GLHF. Let's not be a rude player. There. Oh, I have been challenged. And please don't break. We do really have a good matchup here if he puts in his electric types. But he is carrying 3 Goldengos. And I see a Miraidon, a Pikachu, and 2 Iron Hands. I do not want to go first. My opponent has Yeah, I think my opponent has accidentally turned off the time. There should be a time here. So at least it's just 1 mulligan. We do have the Badu, but we have nothing else. So it looks like we are going to get cooked here, guys. Please give us something to work with. If he doesn't nest ball the Miraidon, well, he's gonna nest ball the Miraidon now. He's probably gonna nest ball either Joltik or Miraidon. But the best bet is a Miraidon, and then he will tandem charge for a Joltik and a Iron Hands. So I still have a couple of turns to actually catch up. Go. he does not have energy right now, I think we are good. Pokegear's gonna solve that. Ideally, we get an Iono. I'd like to disrupt that hand. God, terrible. Just terrible. There may be a way. This is a 4 retreat cost. He needs big air balloon and 2 energy. And he cannot use any items at the moment. So he does get Brock Scouting. Ah, that's a shame. But at least he's used the Brock Scouting. Man, terrible start. I hate it when this happens. Hello, Paulo. Thank you for watching. Yeah, good luck next round. Yeah, not this round. Terrible start, man. He did get out of our lock right now. So I'm just going to concede there is no point in playing this out. I really need that fighting gong. That would fix a lot of my problems. God, terrible. It's going to be boring. I can't even do anything. So let's just play a couple of ladder matches. We have 20 minutes, man. I had a favorable matchup there. My God, man, luck is just not happening for us. And we are at the bottom. We are now, I think, 26? Yeah, no, 16th. So at this point, we would be 26. So let's just play a couple of ladder matches. 26 minutes is a long time to wait. I don't blame him for that. Like, I could have climbed out of it, but he managed to get the Dragapult super early, and I could not have a Reller to protect my bench. But it happens. It's one of the reasons that, you know, this game is actually good for old bones like me. I used to play, like, Magic, Flesh and Blood, and everything. I played Pokemon way back in the 90s. But I stopped and switched Magic and Flesh and Blood and all the other card games like Legend of 5 Rings, World of Warcraft, and everything. The good thing for Pokemon for old people like me is, you know when you're cooked. Like, when that happens, you don't need to waste time. If you're at an event, you can just concede, go out, grab coffee with the guy. Preferably, he gives you free coffee. So where are you from, Paulo? Based off the name, you're either my countryman from the Philippines or my colonizer from Spain. If you're Mexico, we are slave cousins. And yeah, let's just waste all the bad luck today. Let's end the turn. At least we do have an Iono for this matchup. He got lucky, man, with Poffin. So it's impossible for me to make top 8 now, I believe. Let's check the standings while waiting. So I do have a 75% resistance. So if I don't lose the next 2 matches, we should still be able to make the top 20 at the very least. We are top 13 if I win 2. I lost 1. Potentially, I'm going to get dropped to the 20s. If I win both next round, I should be able to climb up. Oh, I did not see that you were a member of Southside Shiny Hunter. Sorry about that. There's a lot of us there. So, I don't see you comment often, unless you're using a different name. Let's just go with Fez and Iono. We're just gonna lose this match completely. But thank you for the support, man. I really, really appreciate it. Ooh, this was our answer to the Joldengo. This would have forced him to use another energy for his Iron Hands, and he wouldn't have been able to attack, in all honesty. Well, he probably has a lot of energy, so very likely he could still wing it, but yeah, you know, that's how luck is. At least this is a better, like a good rematch in spirit. Oh, you recently joined the chat, that's why you're not familiar. Yes, you probably have not seen me in person if you've joined their play events. Time has not been friendly for me to join physical events recently. I would love to play physically again though, but based off of schedules, my next potential game day would be for GBL at Mage and Aqua. So on the October 5th and 12th. There's still 21 minutes in the event. And luckily, we are going to get, you know, a good rematch here while we wait. The Pokemon League headquarters has bricked my opponent. He needs Slavincia to get it out. And we do get the Arven. So we will be able to get our energy back. Oh, my opponent has conceded, so he's seen the writings on the wall. But yeah, that's ideally how our tournament match should have gone. So we do have time for more ladder matches while waiting. There's still 20 minutes and only 3 tables have been completed. So let's check the schedule. It is still 5 rounds. And I would love to see you in person when we do manage to find that schedule, Paolo. What deck are you planning to run, or have you already built a deck? So Badu start. And yeah, I think... Ooh, mulligan. So we will see. Based on the energy colors, this is probably another Dragapult or Dragazard. Oh, Marnie's deck. Yeah, that is a tough match, to be honest. It's a good deck. It's very meta. It's just relatively hard to build, I believe. A lot of moving parts. Oh, so this is a Dragazard for sure. Three Poffins this early. I don't need the Garchomp, so let's put this in Earthen Vessel, and we will discard the Pokemon League headquarters for it. 1, 2, so we still have 8 energy in the deck, and I forgot to price check. Ooh, so we do get a bit of insulation. What the hell? Why is there a superimposed Fez on that Roselia? That is weird. There we go. We will be insulated from the Dragapult now. So potentially we will Arbin for a Night Stretcher here if we lose the Badoo. This just goes to show how tough the players at MOSCO Masters are. Like, we fought this deck and the previous deck in the tournament and we have been decimated. But here in the ladder we are relatively doing well. So we do see the Drag Cloak. We should be able to knock it out if he doesn't retreat it. Ideally, I'd like to knock it out in order to deny him the energy. There's the Charmeleon. So he now has 2 Charmeleons ready. Oh, and yes, we do lose the Badoo, which is fine. And I think now may be a great time. So we don't need the energy. At least you don't need the energy now. Power Weight is a definite pick. I think we should puff it. And let's go for a Gibble and Roselia. Let's price check. We have all Roserades active. And that is good for us. I do need to get the backup Gibble, yes. And that is fine because we will be drawing 4 cards. Still 15 minutes left in the round. There's only 8 tables complete, so we do have some time here. It seems that there are tables that have dropped. We will potentially take 200 to the face, thanks to Garchomp. I mean, thanks to Charizard. There's the Zard. We saw that earlier. He did lose 2 energy, so that's good for us. So he will very likely now switch to a Garchomp, Charizard focused gameplay. So we will very likely lose this Garchomp. So I don't think we need to invest too much on that. We will go for a Roserade. And I think it might do us well to ready them. We don't have the Counter Catcher. It has been prized. So we will get the Super Rod instead. I think we can save the energy retrieval for later. So let's just Corkscrew Drive for 160. And we will lose the Chomp later. We can Night Stretcher for it though. Still 12 minutes with half the tables complete. We will concede this match if there's like maybe 4 tables or 2 tables remaining, so that we still get to play in the event. I just did not want any dead time. So yes, we do lose the Chomp there. And that is fine. So we will prepare. I will Night Stretcher and get the Chomp back. There you go. And we will get the 3rd Roserade. And I think we can keep the power weight. We've already lost 2. No, we've lost 1 power weight. And this should knock out that Zard for 350. And yes, I would like to draw 1 card. Trolley. Trolley can help us find the Spiritomb for backup. Oh, so the Spiritomb was prized, so now we have it. $11 minutes remaining with 7 tables open. We will be super pared down though. I can potentially see a Mimikyu sub right now. Ooh, Combustion. And that is fine. We can Spiritomb, Energy, Power Weight, and we can retreat, and the Spiritomb will swing for a ton. Luckily, the Spiritomb does not have enough energy. He has to crisp it in order to swing with the Mimikyu. Sorry, not the Spiritomb. His only potential counter right now is a Mimikyu. And our Spiritomb is relatively buff. So he has to spend a crisp in here. But with 2 cards in hand, let's retreat. League headquarters just for the fun of it. Get 2 energy. And put it back on the Mimikyu. Well, on the Spiritomb to counter the Mimikyu. And we will swing for a ton. So this game is pretty much in the bag with 8 minutes remaining. That is his best. Oh no, his Mimikyu can't attack because of the power Pokemon League headquarters. So this is pretty much in the bag, and there it is. There's the concession. So we will wait for the next table. So while we wait, let's check the current standings. Oops. Yeah, so I did lose against the Dragapult, Dusknoir, and Joltik box, which is a fair match in all honesty. These are super meta decks, and you can't always expect to get the, luck on your side. So our friend Mervin has finally lost his first match. I do see him potentially top 8ing if he wins both of his next matches. Yes, this is only round 3. So I can potentially end up with another 3-3. So for our potential matchups, we can fight against Fun Game, Jia, Rian, Lance. Joshua. No, we already fought Joshua. Andre, Ra, Stephen. Oh, nice to meet you again, Stephen. There. Let's check those first. So we can potentially fight Ho-Oh Armor Rouge, Flareon Box, Zoroark, which will be fun, provided I don't break another Zoroark, another Joldengo. So I'd like to fight a Joldengo, just so that, you know, we can show that this deck matches well against Joldengo. Or Dragapult Dusknoir. And then Bolt. Yes. So those are meta decks. O.R. Angeles, Joaquin Ilagan, J.P. Remedios, and Joshua Sanis. And see, this is why I like Pokemon. Joshua's been I mean, I don't know him personally, but I've seen him on the MOSCO Masters. He's been a top performer. But with Pokemon, doesn't matter if you're a top performer, if luck isn't on your side, you are cooked. So he's playing a Dragapult Dusknoir deck. And John Paul, I have been beaten by John Paul before because I know that Caparaja deck. And it has cooked me. But right now, he's getting cooked. So yeah, luck. Sometimes it's not you, it is luck. Luck is a major factor in the game. So that's why I was saying earlier in our group chat, consistency is key. If you can keep your deck consistent, if luck doesn't really, you know, cook your deck like it has mine, you are golden. That's why Gardevoir is one of the best decks, because it is relatively consistent. So as long as something like prizing both of your Guardies or both of your Kirlias, whatever happens, like in that one, I think Worlds, it happened in Worlds, and those were that's a very, very rare occurrence. It doesn't happen often, but yeah, consistency is key in building your decks. Like, the most consistent decks will also likely get the most consistent wins. Yeah, you can mitigate luck in a way if you can keep on getting more draws. And draw has been a premium. That is one of my issues with my deck. I have Iono for disruption, but I would prefer Lilies, because if I have Lily turn 2 and my hand is a brick, I would shuffle my deck and get 8 cards and hopefully get out of that brick. For now, Iono is diminishing returns. If I brick early, it also gets the opponent a chance. If he's also bricked, Iono would help fix his deck. So Lily's Determination is a great new add-on when Mega Evolution comes out. This deck, if you've seen it in my previous streams or videos, this deck used to have Professor's Research, but I decided to drop it because it eats up a lot of resources, and we're very, very resource hungry. Like, Garchomp will draw your deck out if you keep, running out of cards in hand. So I decided to just rely on Garchomp's Corkscrew Drive in order to draw the cards. But like I said, Lily is a better option once I have that. And then the next is Fighting Gong. That is a huge game changer for me once I get it, because it will fix my dead hands. So potentially one of the main reasons you will lose with this deck is if you don't get your Gabite out early, or if you don't get an energy out early. And if you've seen my deck list, I don't have balls. No, that sounds so wrong. I don't have any Pokeball cards. I don't have Nest Ball. I don't have Ultra Balls. I used to, but I decided to drop it because Gabite substitutes for ball cards. And yes, it is redundancy. It will reduce the luck factor, but it also gunks up your deck. I would rather have, ideally be able to set up turn 1. Turn 1 is key for this deck. Because, yeah, you can probably fix, but you're gonna get slowed down if you keep relying on nest balls or ultra balls. So fighting Gong actually serves as a pseudo ball or a pseudo earthen vessel. I have a very huge respect for modular cards. Like, even in Magic the Gathering, modular cards have been one of the chase cards in almost all sets that it's legal to play in, like standard, modern, commander. Because being able to just use a mode that you need at the time is more better than having one card that does one thing better. I would rather have one card that does three things at a, probably half the rate of one card that does one thing for double the rate. Flexibility is the next thing rather than consistency. So yeah, we have 1 minute remaining before the next match. So I will switch to our game screen. And hopefully we don't break anymore. Or if we get a bye win, I'm just gonna play ladder again. We have 1 minute remaining. All 22 matches have been completed. Pairings are up, so we are now down to the bottom 20s. We do still have a chance of breaking the top 20 barrier, earning us 15 points in the league. And that's what I'm going for at this point. I don't think I can get top 8. Because there's 2 matches remaining. It would be a miracle if all 3 O's lose their matches, their successive matches. Then it would go to tiebreakers. 30 seconds. Let me mute my mic. I will just drink water. And I'm back. Sorry for that. Let's check the standings while we wait. Yes, I expected correctly. I am top 26, so I need to win both matches in order to climb back up to top 20. So we are fighting against Joaquin Carlo Ulagan with a Dragapult Dusknoir. So we do have a revenge match. And ideally we don't break this time. Well, not necessarily break. We also have to pray that our opponent doesn't just get all the cards turn 1. Oh, and obligatory GLHF. Sumilicious. Three minutes before check-in. Our opponent has not checked in. We will potentially get a free win out of this, but again, I don't like that. There it is. There's the check-in. Good, we do have game. We will have a game. So while we're waiting, I can see that his deck carries a 4-4-3 line of Dragapult, a 2-2-1 for Dusknoir. He has 2 Budoos, 1 Munkidori, 1 Blood Moon Ursaluna, 1 Fez, 1 Holucha, and 1 Latias. So a pretty standard setup for his Pokemon. Oops, and I think there's the challenge. I will just have to refresh. There you go. And we will join match. Well, our opponent is using the Iono coin, which we did not actually get. This was one of my the first things that I wanted to purchase in real life, because my wife loves pink and Iono is very, very pink. So I don't want to go first. Like I said, this deck does not want to go first. And we are gimped. We are gimped, bros. That's one card advantage. So at least it's just one mull. And perfect, we do have a Budu, we do have a Gibble. We can slow things down. If I see a Budu, I'm dropping the Pokemon League headquarters. Force him to use that energy. So there's no Budu, I don't need to use it. I can Iono later. But that, like I said, this is why I prefer Lilies at this point, because it will refresh his hand. So he has pulled out 4 Dreepies. Ooh. Ooh. Sadly, I have to do this. I may be giving him better chances, but, big but, we are going to cook. But yes, Rabska is online, so we will go for the double Gibble, double Roselia. We are online, folks. All we need now is energy. And again, fighting Gong would solve a lot of our problems. Oops, sorry for that. I hit my mic. I'm now using a brand new headset donated by my wife. Oh, Dusclops. That's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna hurt. Jamming Tower. Oh, Iono benefits me. We can actually get energy thanks to Arbin. So sadly, I think we have to discard the Super Rod. At the very least, we will be able to knock out that Dracloak, slowing down his draw power. But potentially, we will see 3 Dracloaks hit the table, because that's a 4-4 line. But while Rabska is there, his Dragapult is gimped. But I really need to get rid of that Jamming Tower at the moment. So we will see a Budu, and then this will be a Budu off. That is fine by me. Energy, please. Yes, yes, we got it. We will go for double Gibble. Sorry, double Gabite. And then Garchomp. We will retreat. That is a good alternate for future turns. I think we should just go for an Arbin and Power Weight, Earthen Vessel. So sadly, we can't use the Power Weight. We can't use the Earthen Vessel, but we will be able to next turn. Our opponent does not have Neo Upper yet. Hello, Paulito Pro Max. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you are enjoying the show. Please let me know where you're from. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. I want to see, how I can improve my video for international audiences if you're not from the Philippines. So I think our opponent has been gimped. Oh, counter catcher. So he will go for the Rapska, which is at the moment, I think it's fine. Not fine. Okay, we are still cooking. He just used luminous energy, so it's unlikely that he will be able to knock out that Rapska. I would love a boss right now. But I think it might do me well to actually just play the Iono out. Luckily, we did draw into an energy. Oh, Dragapult is there. He's not going to be able to retreat at the moment, though. He needs a switch in order to be able to catch up. So luckily, we don't have to use Champion's Call for a Garchomp. We will be able to get our second Roserade. And we will retreat. And I believe I have to Iono this. Boss is good for later. There, we do have Pokemon League headquarters. Poffin does nothing for us now. There's the Pult, so we will take 200 damage, but as long as the Rapska is alive, we are not going to lose our Budu. So we can Poffin for Spiritomb. I want to use the Pokemon League headquarters to knock off that jamming tower, and I believe my opponent has two of them. Oh, Dusk Noir, so we are going to lose the Pult. The Garchomp right now. But I will get one prize. So that jamming tower has helped him. Ideally, we can boss Earthen Vessel 4, and we will boss and swing at the Fizz, so he won't be able to use any of his Duskulls. That is the play here, I believe. And I'm getting chills. I would like to get one more win, at least 2 more wins, sorry. This in the next match. So Hilda, he will be able to get the Neo Upper. Oh, yeah, he does not have Neo Upper. No, he does. It's probably prized. And I have already used both Iono, so I cannot deal with his 8-card hand. And I believe he has 4 Ionos, he's used 2. So there are 2 more in his deck. We will Earthen Vessel and discard a Puffin for 2 energies. We are putting 1 here. We will Puffin for a Spiritomb. We will put the Power Weight there. Pokemon League Headquarters and Boss's Orders, the Fez. Do I want to Night Stretcher something? We will keep the Night Stretcher for now. So that will prevent him from using Duskull. We will potentially take 200 damage on the Garchomp. But if it survives, 1 energy should be able to knock out the Dragapult via Draconic Buster. He can potentially counter Catcher and go after my Roserates. Or Boss to go after my Roserate. I did not notice if he's used a trainer yet, a supporter yet. This is pretty tense. I don't have any more bosses remaining. Well, I do have 1 more remaining. I did not see it in my deck. I did not use any price checking methods, which is a bad habit of mine. Hello viewers, please let me know if my mic is coming across perfect or if you need any adjustments. So there's the boss for the Rabsca. I believe my opponent is not aware that Rabsca would still protect the bench. Hey, heyo, thanks. Thanks for dropping by. Oh yeah, I'm already running at like 1-2. A victory here would be just, you know, good for me. I'm still gunning for that top 20 at least. I'm not gonna make top 8. We had a good start, but we bricked 2 games in a row. And we will win this. We will win this. I still have to work on the fix-ups for our project, but yeah, I was just very busy at work earlier, so I could not. I had like, what, 7-8 videos I had to edit earlier this morning. And we are good. We have that in the bag. Whew. That was tense. That was tense. So there are still half of the tables remaining. We do now have a score of 2-2. And we are potentially climbing up to top 22. If my math is right, if my Swiss math is right. And so far, schedule-wise, I believe we only have 5 rounds. So let's, while we're waiting, let's play another ladder match. I should have been doing that in previous streams, especially some of the events that have like 30-minute timers. So at least this gets the jitters out, and we do get more content out of it. Ideally, I will work on our flesh and metal projects by tomorrow. I just had to really finish a lot of work today, so this is a bit of like a de-stressor. We do have 13 minutes remaining with 7 tables. I'll just concede another Dreepy Dragabolt match. I will just concede at round... no. If there are like 2 more tables remaining. And my opponent plays slow. How are we going to get more content out of that? Secret box. So this is another Dragazard. We discarded... Oh, Artisan will help us out. "11 minutes with 6 tables remaining. So let's get out a Badu. Then Poffin for Gibble. And let's go for double Gibble. Ooh, I forgot this is a Dragapult deck. So we're gonna get cooked here. I have to discard the rare candy. 2 energies. And Badu for 10. 10 minutes with 4 tables remaining. We may concede here and wait for our round 5 matchup. I'm just, burning time. Hopefully you guys are doing well. How are you guys? What time is it there over in the Netherlands, yo? Like, what, 6 a.m.? Yeah? Oh, this is golden. Oh, so I do now have to concede there are just, what do you call that? 1 match remaining. And 10 minutes remaining. So I will just take a restroom break. Give me a moment. I'll mute my mic. And we are back. So all 20 tables have been completed. Let's check the standings if it has been reflected. No, it has not. We should be top 23 at the moment. So one more win will get us a bit more points for the MOSCO Masters series. Pairings. So there are 3 4-0s, a lot of 3-1s. So we will end with ideally a 3-2 score. So very unlikely for a top 8. Mervin has taken his second loss, so he is now 2-2 as well. So we may potentially fight, but based off of my Swiss math, he's too high up in the ladder for that to happen. 8 minutes remaining. So I am at 2-2 at the moment, so I will be paired up. So 1-2. I believe I should be paired up. There is still a bye, weirdly enough. A new round has started. Oh, I was saying that I'm not likely gonna fight Mervin, but there we go. Mervin. It's friendly fire. If you are unaware, Mervin is from my playgroup from the South Shiny Hunters down in Cavite. And I don't really want to fight friends. It feels weird. We ideally know each other's decks. I will ping him. I just sent him a message on Facebook. I'm gonna say smile, you're on camera. So while we are waiting for Mervin, let's check the standings real quick. Oh yeah, I am good at Swiss math, so 23. If I win this, potentially I should end up at top 20. Which is actually surprising. How far did Merv get? He's top 12 though. Why am I fighting top 12? Merv has... Oops, I believe I am lagging. Yes. There we go. Good luck, Mervin. This is actually our first on-stream match, I believe. Oh, how did you get that coin? I gotta ask you that on Facebook, unless you're watching the stream. Merv, don't watch the stream, don't cheat. But I will ask you that later. Like, is this a ladder prize? I have not played ladder so often these days, so I don't know any exclusive ladder matches, ladder prizes. But I do like that Reshiram coin. Oh yeah, his sleeves are different. So I think this may be an okay hand. Ooh. Merv is performing a 2 mulligans. That will be in my favor. Ideally. We already have Trolley and Arvin. So we just need an energy source. And there we get our energy source. So we do still have to get TMEvo. And depending on what Merv plays, I feel like he may have bricked with one Impidimp on the active zone. So energy. Ooh. Merv may have bricked. So we will precious trolley for double Gibble, double Roselia, and Reller. We will Arvin for our TM Evo, the most important thing. And I think we should go for Night Stretcher. TM Evo, Earthen Vessel, discarding Pokemon League Headquarters. And we will get our 2 energy. This is possibly the best start for us. We will go for double Gibble. If he does not Iono us, this is going to be the best start. I mean, I'm sad to say this because he's a friend. But Iono may be his only way out. Because I will be online after this. So I will keep this hand. And Reller will survive. So Shadow Bullet will not be a threat. He will not have Frostlass until next turn. So I do have roughly 3 to 7 turns. 3 to 7 turns for Reller. For Abska. So there's the TM Evo, Poffin. Potentially it's an Impidimp and a Monkidori. No, we can't Monkidori there. Impidimp and Snorunt. And then the TM Evo evolved the Impidimp into a Mogrim and Frostlass. Ooh, Rare Candy is good. We will still be fine. So he did manage to dig his way out of that. That is good, Merv. That is good. I did not expect the Rare Candy this early. Because I did not see. I thought. Because you did not get the Rare Candy from Arvid, so I thought you didn't have it in hand. Or it was prized. How many Rare Candies do you have? Yeah, 2 Rare Candies, so I was thinking it was either prized. That is fine by me. I will retreat and promote this. And then I will Rabska up there. And we will be protected. We do have double Garchomp early. Now Fizz is a potential weak point. We have to get rid of Fizz. Ideally with a Turo. So let's get energy retrieval and power weight. We will power weight this guy. Do I Night Stretcher now? No, it's not like I can use it. So Corkscrew Dive for 160. I can swing at the Grim for 162 times. So there's the Mogrim. So I do have a couple more turns remaining before his second Grim. Prof's research. He still can't counter Catcher, which is good. So I think Air Balloon might be a good option for now. He cannot boss at the moment. Ooh. The Monkey Dory is a problem. That is fine. I can actually Artisan for my Spiritomb. And I will take 180 plus 30, that's 210. 210 plus 60 is 270. So the Spiritomb should be able to one-shot the Grim at the moment, which is good for me. Ooh, potentially double Frostlass. We will Artisan for the Spiritomb. Power Read here. Put it energy there. We will retreat. And yes, 270 damage should be enough for knockout. Raging Curse. Power Rate is good, although it will not work because the Spiritomb will be knocked out thanks to Shadow Bullet, unless he goes for my Rapska. Double Dory is now a threat, actually. Oh, Spike Moth, very likely we will see the second Grim, and Merv has 3 Grims. One of the Grims has been recovered, so we will see it again. He's already lost 2 dark energies, and I see 6 on the table. There are 4 more darks in his deck. There's the Grim, as expected. So he did not punk up. Very good. That's a good decision. You don't really just want to pull out energy willy-nilly. It is a finite resource at the moment, so yeah. I believe you've already used your supporter. No, you have not. Counter Catcher will not work, so what will you get? I know you do want those Frostlass, which potentially at this point I'm feeling they may be in the prize. We have 1 energy in the discard pile. Oh, Air Balloon. Oops. Nearly stepped on my cat. Damn cat. Did we see a rare candy? No, that was a puffin and an air balloon. So we do lose the Spiritomb here. Ooh, Iono is not ideal. So we will get our energies. Put it there. Let's increase the lifespan of one of our Roserades. And let's recover the Spiritomb. I don't need to countercatcher at the moment. I also want to keep that Arven. So we are going to Draconic Buster. For 20, ideally we don't get hit with a Iono. That would be terrible for me. So now we are good. 180 plus 30 is still 210 plus 60 is only 270, so we're not going to be able to one-shot with Spiritomb. We can potentially see the third Grimmsnarl. Very likely Merv may have his rare candies. I believe the better play right now is to retreat the Garchomp with 180 damage and use the Garchomp with 30. So that I can scale up more damage for Spiritomb. I have 2 energy in play. Ooh, Badoo. Badoo. We still have 13 minutes remaining in the round, so there's still plenty of time for thinking. I did not actually expect to be fighting Merv. He was way up in the ladder, in all honesty. Ooh, boss's orders. Very good. Very good delaying tactics. Ooh, but I do get the Turo. So we will potentially see the Reller go bye-bye. But as long as we have 1 energy, we are good. Man, that Turo is one of my best picks in this deck. I did not actually initially have Turo in this deck, if you've seen my video from like a month back. But after experiencing issues like that, the Turo has saved me several times. It is a huge game changer, in all honesty. We should be able to actually one-shot the Grimm now. Mainly because he has 1 frost less, and it will tick twice. Or I can actually just knock out via Spiritomb. because I will take 180 damage, bringing this Garchomp to 210. Plus the previous Garchomp, that's already like 390. Just 30 to whatever. That's going to be 420. So I think we do have this match sealed. Unless we get a Ionode, which is going to be a problem. I have not seen an Iono played. Merv has 3 Ionos. Oh, Counter Catcher. That is actually fine. That will... Oh, TM Devo. TM Devo will knock out. That is a good tactical maneuver, man. And I don't get the Spiritomb will not be able to do anything. So we will evolve this. Now maybe I should just Champion's Call, get a Gibble. The Rabska will be alive. I think I should Iono here. And then I will draw 5 cards. So I should be able to get a boss later. I think I'm out of power weights. Merv has maneuvered this match very well. Although any Pokemon that does not die, like, he's only going to be able to kill or knock out the Garchomp unless he spends a boss on something. But that will still just net him 1 prize. I actually just need a boss to win. Very likely he will heal for 60, bringing him down to 120 at 200 HP. So as long as I keep that energy, I think I am golden. We will see the Rabska get knocked out. Ooh. Very, very good. I thought I was winning this. If he has a boss, I'm cooked. Oh, he has it. He has it. GG, man. Very good. I am happy for you. That secret box. I'm guessing that secret box came from the prize. That was the only way to get the boss out. If he doesn't have it already. But based on what he has, man, that is golden. That is golden. GG, man. GG. That is a very, very well navigated play. The results would have been the same if I did not have the Reller. What may have hurt me was the Iono. That was a GG, man. Very, very well maneuvered. That was very well maneuvered, man. I don't mind losing. You have to watch this, Merv. You have to watch your stream. You gotta. You really gotta. Hey, cat, what are you doing? What are you doing, cat? Give me a moment. I need to turn on the light. What is my cat doing? Where did you get that? I've been looking for that. Are you eating something? Oh no, I lost a Pokeball. I have a Pokeball toy here somewhere. And my cat, please don't eat it. Please don't tell me you ate it. I'll look for it tomorrow. It's too... Yeah. Oh yeah, that Devo was clutch, man. That Devo was clutch. So we are just gonna check our dashboard schedule. So yeah, the stream has ended. Sorry for that. Cat distracted me. So I hope you enjoyed the ride. I'm very likely not gonna make top 20 today because I was already at top 23. Losing to Merv has nerfed my chances for that. So I'm pretty happy for him. He was at top 12, I believe. Mervin. Oh, he was at top 17, so this will bring him to top 12, granting him a huge boost in the series. He probably outscores me by now. Yeah, top 12 would give him 20 points, so we should be tied, but I believe he's already scored several points previously. Yeah, he's top 69, but plus 20, he'd be top 25. So yeah, sorry, I was just seeing Mervin. Yeah, he was saying that his prizes were 50-50, either Spikemuth Gym or box. If he did not get the box, I would have won. But yeah, it falls. That was amazing. That was an amazing match. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be streaming again for MOSCO Masters 7 next week. Same time, 9 o'clock, Wednesday. I will not be streaming this Saturday and Sunday. I probably will not have videos on Saturday and Sunday. Ideally, if the storm does not hit strong enough, we should be able to go to PokeCon on Saturday. So I will be filming a vlog there. Hopefully you watch that video and stay frosty.